Welcome back to the Grind Culture. My name is Michael. I have my boy Aaron right here, and we have a special, super special guest today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Miles Preem. How you doing today, boss?
Yes, sir. Miles Preem.
Oh, Jesus. Let's do this again.
Let's
do this again.
I'm just gonna
Run it back. No, you know what it was?
It's
Dayla Preem. All right, run it back. Damn.
Bill residual, make improvement on the dividends. 7 figures, get the picture in the wide lens. Major focus.
All right, you guys, welcome back to the Grind Culture. My name is Michael. We have Aaron, and then we have a special guest today, Miles Prime. How you doing today,
Yes,
boss?
sir. I'm chilling, bro. How are you?
I'm doing excellent, man.
Thanks for driving out today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Not too long of a drive, right?
Nah. Probably like 40 minutes, 40, 50. Not too bad.
How's it like? You're from Arizona, right?
Mm-hmm. Phoenix.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to pretty much every high school, bro. I went to.
Okay.
I started at McClintock.
Oh, snaps, you were a Charger.
I started at McClintock, and then I went to Tolleson because I ended up moving with my dad moved with his girlfriend out there, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna move with there. Worst decision of my life. That really messed up like my view of high school because Tolleson is like, Carl Hayden, Tolleson, that area is probably like one of the worst, like just district wise. It's just like they don't give a fuck. So once I started going to school there, I just kind of like stopped going. So my attendance fucked up. So then from Tolleson, I went to, I actually went to Desert Ridge after Tolleson in Gilbert because I moved with my mom. My attendance fucked up there. So then I had to go to Compadre for a little bit. Then I went to Chavez. Right. And then
Was this like a behavior based or was
No,
this?
it was just because some of it was I would move with my mom, I would move with my dad,
Just
and
going
then
back
a
and
lot
forth.
of it was because I would need to make up credits. So I would have to go to one of those, them schools where you could do it real fast on a computer type shit. So.
So you went out here just beating motherfuckers up.
No, I wasn't bad. And the thing is, bro, I would be at school 50% of the time and still have, B's, C's just because,
You're just smart.
Yeah. And I played basketball, so that's the only, if you're not showing up on that day, you're not playing.
You showed up for that semester. huh?
Okay, bet. So, yeah.
So real quick, all right, that was a little bit of high school, but prior to that, give us a little bit about your childhood and you're growing up in Phoenix.
Shit, bro. Well, first of all, I'm the oldest of like 7 kids. My mom and dad had me at 15, 16. So I always grew up around pretty much just all the older people, like my uncles and my aunts and my family. Yeah, bro. I'd say I had a decent childhood growing up. I always been involved in music. My mom used to do music. Like she's a rapper. So she actually used to help me write my first rap. So I could credit her for getting me involved into music.
Do you remember your first?
Yeah. So every year in school, I was in a talent show. So I remember in kindergarten, my dad wrote me a rap. I think it was Snoop Dogg, the Lottie Dottie.
Nice.
So I go into the audition and I'm nervous because I just feel awkward. I don't feel like they want to hear me rap, but I was practicing it. Like I'm good. I know I'm gonna kill it. I was shy as fuck, bro. Just butchered that shit. So I didn't get it. They're like, yeah, whatever.
What grade is this?
It's kindergarten.
Oh,
kindergarten.
Shit. All right.
Oh.
Right. So
Wait, what song was it from Snoop?
Was
it like Bitches Ain't Shit?
No,
Brothers?
Lottie Dottie.
Oh, the Lottie Dottie. Oh, you just, okay.
Yeah. So,
Gotcha.
But yeah, I knew it. I was killing it. Because my dad wrote it for me. He was teaching me it. So, I watched the talent show, and it was like I was like, yo, I could have been in this bitch. So, it taught me a lesson. Like, man, just be yourself. Just if you could do it, just do it. So the next year I came back. Me and my mom wrote a rap. That shit was actually kind of fire. Went in there, the same teachers did it. Yeah, bro. Ever since then, from that talent show, I started writing my own. So each year it just progressed. And that's when I started like really getting invested. Like, yo, but not even just the music side, just the performance side too. Because I just loved like the rush of just
putting on a show.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And the fact that it was my own content, because people would be at the talent show singing, songs of people, different singers, and it wasn't nobody like actually doing their own songs that had.
Was it to other people's beats? Or were you creating your own?
Brahma, my uncle, actually, it was either to his beats. My aunt Callie, she did beats, so like everybody was just musically inclined. So if I needed something, it was just like I could just reach out. Yeah.
So did you you finish high school?
Mhm.
Did you stop playing basketball or did you?
I tell you that I didn't finish high school.
Oh, okay.
I never finished high school. My last year of high school, actually, like around 17, 18, I was really like debating on playing basketball or not because I felt like I was good enough to get to the next level, but I didn't want to have no involvement with school. Like I had no interest in doing any type of college classes, whatever.
Right.
So, but at that same time, I had just started like, I say really finding my sound in music, like because I had got my own equipment and I was making like I was making music like constantly, just all throughout the day, just because the fact that I could just go do it.
Right.
So, I just chose music. Basically, I was like, I'm not fucking with school. I'm not gonna play basketball, and I know I made the right decision because I don't miss it. Like I didn't miss like playing basketball. You know what I mean? So.
Well, and you were performing since kindergarten,
Right,
right?
right.
Like you was ready to take it to that next
Right,
level.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So around what time did you start really putting it together? So now we have bits and pieces. I'm performing here over, at school. I have my family members who are encouraging me and who are giving me beats. I'm doing all this on my own. When did you decide, let me put all of this work together and actually push myself out as an artist? Separate from just, plays at school.
I say, like, when I started really taking it, like, serious. I say not until, like, 2021, honestly. Because that's when I actually started, I say, I had found my sound before, but that's when I actually, like, started having that confidence to, like, really, really be myself. And that's when I started doing that, that's when I seen the most recognition start coming to me. So that's when I was like, oh, shit. And that's when I actually knew, like, okay, yeah. Because I would take breaks from writing, like, months, whatever. And then I would come back and it would still just be like, once I get inspired, it would just be like, okay, bet. So I say around 2021, that's when I was really like, yo, I'm just going to put all in,
But you have projects from 2018.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But those are actually older because I had to re-upload.
Oh yeah, I
some
saw
shit.
one from like 2014.
Yeah, so that's
you put out
when
back then.
so those are how old those projects are.
You just put them out at that time.
And I was
Gotcha.
I was 16, 17 at that time. Right. So I had to re-upload those. So it just looks like it's recent, but it's not. It was like 2014.
So you spent a lot of time off of not doing music, and then you came back.
I say I was still just like making little songs like here and there sometimes, but I wasn't like really out here like pushing it like, yo, Miles Prime this, Miles Prime, yo, boom. I didn't even get my first video like until like 17. You know what I mean? So I wasn't really like pushing myself. Like I felt like when I look back on my like the whole time, I felt like I could have been doing way more. You know what I mean? But I wasn't really taking it as serious as I should have been.
So what was the push that made you take it serious?
Was there a moment where you were like, because
Was
you've
there
been
a certain
putting out
song?
music, right? Was there a moment where you're like, people were gonna fuck with this? Like,
Yeah,
gotta
but
go
that's
in.
the thing. See, it's a hard question because I always felt like I made bangers, like not bangers, but just songs that are like good. Because every time, like even when I was like 13, 14, and I started making my first couple of songs, like I play them for like adults and shit, and they, you know what I mean. So, I just feel like I said, when I started actually, okay, so there was a daily rap facts page on Twitter back in the day. And it just tweets out random facts, whatever. And I had dropped Orange Juice, like you said, from 2018, but that was actually in 2014. So I had just dropped it that night before. So I reached out to them, and I was like, can I get a tweet? They're like, 250. I was like, okay. So I gave them 250, and they're like, we'll post a tweet, 11 in the morning tomorrow. So I fell asleep. They posted, I gave them just a random fact. Like, I used to work at Burger King, and I fucking was rapping at the register to customers. That was the exact tweet I told them to give. And so I fell asleep and I woke up like probably like 2 p.m. I go on my Twitter, my shit booming. Just hella new people, just hella fans like, who the fuck is this Orange Juice, blah, blah. And my shit was on SoundCloud at the time. shit's plays just running up constantly, just getting hella people in my DMs like, yo, bro, you're this, you're that, you're that. So that's when I actually felt like music was for me. I feel like I just didn't know how to like get to where I see myself like going. You know what I mean? I didn't have the means of social media marketing. You know what I mean? That was just, I felt like me reaching out to him and them doing that was just like a nice little gesture.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what I was doing.
Is that you were actually rapping for people at Burger King?
Hell no. But
Okay,
I worked at Burger King, but I was not working at the register.
Okay.
But they were like, give me a fact. So I was like, I'm a random nigga. I'm
Little-
just gonna give them the most awkward just
Little
facts.
clickbait
Yeah,
type-
so
yeah.
people could see it and be like, this nigga wasn't rapping, and then go to the music because I had just dropped that project. So I was like, yo, I had got the crispy artwork. So I was like, yo,
It was like a eureka moment.
yeah, I was like, yo, once they hear this shit, it's gonna go crazy. And then when I woke up to that, it was just like confirmation. Like, yo, I had actually that was like when I actually start getting like my first wave of like online supporters.
That was 2018.
That was 2014, bro.
Oh, that was 2014.
Yeah, 2014.
So that would That's like you still in high school, right?
Yeah.
Or right out.
Yeah, I was like nope. My graduation class was like right out of it. So my graduation class was 2013. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's crazy. So let's fast forward to Miles Ahead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Said that I was reading up a year and a half in the making.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that process. How did that get started?
So Rock, I guess he just really liked like my sound because I met him in 2014 when I dropped that project. I had a song up there called Socialite. That shit was banging. Me and Brahma made it, and Brahma and iRock have always been like cool. So he was working with Sincerely Collins at the time. So he was like, iRock wants to meet you, pull up. I'm a young nigga. I'm like, I don't care about meeting this nigga, honestly. That's how I'm thinking. I'm like, bro, I don't really care. So I get there. He's like, yo, that track is nice. We start freestyling and shit, just vibing. And he gives me a beat. And he wants me to do a feature with Sincerely Collins. Like, he gives me a track that Sincerely Collins featured on. I didn't really fuck with it because, again, I'm a young nigga. I'm not thinking like about the bigger picture. I'm just thinking like my ego was kind of like, I was kind of feeling like I'm above,
Yeah.
I'm above doing this shit.
As a rapper would, yeah.
Right, but the beat that he gave me was hard, so I did that, and I actually put that on my project. And yeah, so that was the first time we met. And then Brahma, he has a studio, Marmera Studios, and my uncle actually rents out the studio space there. So my uncle hit me up one day, and he told me like he was renting out the space from Rock. And then that's when I went there and we kind of reconnected again, like after all them years. And he's like, yo, we got to do some music, blah, blah, blah. Just telling me. First day we get in the studio, I swear to God, 2 to 3 songs, like an hour and a half, just right off the bat, just because like he's just like this, like I'm just like this. Like I hear his, once I get inspired by something, the writing's easy. So
Did he do most of the production? On your
all
project?
of it. And Brahma did one song on there.
See, I'm one of those type of fans, those music heads that I like when an artist and a producer, one producer, get together. There's something about having a consistency throughout the album,
right.
the sound.
Right.
I like
and
it. Go ahead.
It's funny you said that because that's what he was preaching to me, like before we started working. Just like the fact he wanted to start working, he's like, I want to bring your sound out. Basically, he was telling me like, I want to give you your sound, basically, because like I'm kind of just like, I'm kind of a vibe artist. You know what I mean?
Kind of do whatever.
Yeah, some beats I'll rap, some beats I might sing songy. You know what I mean? It's kind of just like whatever comes to me. So he kind of was just like, I want to give you like a staple and a sound that's just like you. You know what I mean? Just blend it all together. So
what was if you could give reference points to other artists in the game, who would you say that you kind of have a similarity to?
Well, see it. I hate saying it because I've been hearing it forever. And even he'll say it. Kendrick, Andre, people, the conscious people like that, but more so Kendrick. Just the whole time I've been rapping, pretty much.
Nice. I was gonna say you gave me a little bit of like Q-Tip vibes too. And then you ever heard the song Basquilo? Taller. I wish I was a little bit taller.
Yeah.
One of your, I think it's the Apple of My Eye.
And
See, those two, I heard it and I was like, yo, it gives me that kind of summertime at the basketball court.
yes,
you know
sir,
what I'm saying?
yes, sir. 'Cause
That kind of vibe.
When I heard the beat, I instantly was like 90s. I was like, I'm gonna do a 90s flow because this beat, you know. And I heard that he already had all the samples you hear in the album. Those are actual people. Those are all live. It's not all
did
the
sound
instruments.
alikes?
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
instruments. Them is all live. Like all because we see us performing like the project, you know, at a concert or something, you know. So it's like everything we did live. So the girl, I heard I was like, oh, this gives me some 90s
Yeah.
hip hop. Instantly, that's what I felt. So I was like, I'm gonna rock with that.
Do you play any instruments?
Nah,
Huh? Yeah, same.
I wish
I
I
wish
wish I
too,
did.
man.
If I had the time, I would actually learn to play some.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure my kids figure that out. Yeah, because I wasn't taught any of that. Fam.
Right.
I mean, I got an ear for music, but as far as being able to,
Right. Yeah, that should take skill,
yeah,
bro.
they just
Especially when the producer is actually like, you know, doing it and not using the, you know, just some all machine, is actually like getting in there with the keys.
I got an engineer here, Michael. He one hand,
He's crazy. Man.
That's crazy.
just killing it.
Yeah, that's talent.
Yeah,
I had a lot of people come and just lay little shit like that on the album, even if it was for like too little, like that's like fucking 0.2 seconds. There's a bunch of musicians who came and just are involved in it. So I'm thankful for everybody that came and did that.
How many visuals you got for the new album? As far video was
I got like 7 out of 11, but
7 or 11.
we're gonna do videos for every. But I have 7 like that are done. But every song is gonna get a video.
Right. Were those thought out before launch or after?
Yeah. So iRock's plan was basically because social media moves fast, y'all know.
Right,
So
yes.
I could have dropped like the hottest album of the fucking year, and
3 weeks later.
yeah,
Not
yeah,
even.
right. Not,
The next weekend.
right? Next
Yeah.
fucking day. If some other thing viral
Yeah.
goes happen, my shit is just like whatever. So we wanted to be like, okay, we don't want to be those type of people who drop the music and then wait 2 to 3 months to have the video come out.
Right.
Let's have photos, let's have videos, let's just have everything. So once we drop the music, all we got to do is market. That's all we got to work on because everything's preset.
Yeah.
And I could drop some every day if I wanted to.
Right.
Strategic rollout.
Right, 2 to
Yeah.
3 times a day. Because the people on my Instagram, like only like 10% of your followers see your post. Honestly,
Yeah.
no matter how many followers you got. So there's people who,
Yeah.
if I drop right now, they might miss it. But then if I drop another post tomorrow, they might see it and
Right.
then go back and be like, "Oh, this nigga been dropping
The
every
algorithm
day."
is
Right. So
stupid.
that's how I look at it.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Right.
So that was actually part of my question that I was going to ask earlier is what went into the planning of the marketing and the videos and how you're going to drop that. Is that all you? You got a team with you?
Well, iRock, he has a production team.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's another thing how he got me, because I'm like a nigga who I didn't want to like initially when he came to me with that plan. I'm like, bro, you want to sit on this music, you want to sit on this because I'm loving the music. I'm like, you want to sit on this and wait and not drop shit while everybody else is just eating,
Right.
eating around us. And he's like, just trust me, like I got a production team. We'll shoot all the videos, and when we drop, you know,
Smart man.
we'll hit
Yeah.
them right.
Yeah.
And I wasn't seeing it until because there'd be like months when we weren't doing shit, and I'm just like, damn, like we're staying in touch with each other. Like, yo, you still rocking with me? You still rocking with me? Yeah, and we like, yeah, bro.
You got to be able to like take a step back,
right.
and then see the bigger picture.
Right.
Plan
Also,
it out.
2020 I felt like I didn't mind taking that time to work on everything because it was such a fucked up year. I didn't want my album to be associated with 2020 in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So I was just like, might as well just wait till next year anyway.
So I want to get into branding a little bit. Why Miles Prime? Is it just? I'll let you answer.
Miles is my last name.
Okay.
And then I think when I was younger, I just Prime. It's not that I like the Transformers or nothing.
Optimus.
I just thought Optimus Prime, he's the best Transformer. So I was like, oh, Prime.
I'm
That's
the
how
best
I thought.
rapper.
Yeah, that's how I
Yeah.
thought about it. Yeah.
So you had that name for a minute.
No, yeah, for a minute, but I went through a few.
Give us some other ones.
Yeah.
I had Young David.
I take David's the first name.
Yeah.
All right.
I had Corey Loke because Jacory is also my name, and my parents call me Corey Loke, so that was one of my names. Yeah, I had some other ones I can't remember though.
But ultimately, we landed on
Yeah,
fucking
Miles Prime was the best. It was just the best one.
It fit the best.
Yeah, it was the best one.
All right, I got you.
I done try to use name generators, my nigga.
Did you the Wu Tang one?
Google, yeah.
Isn't that what?
Oh wow. Like, wait a minute. Let me see what I can find. Nothing. So yeah, Miles Prime was the best option.
It's dope. It's dope. Did you grow up on social media?
What you mean?
Like always, I know because I'm 25.
Were you addicted?
So we're right. Not necessarily addicted, right? But my point is, it's important in branding, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you've realized that, like with your album release and everything. But did it come natural to you to be posting all of this stuff?
No, bro. Not still now. Like I don't like doing it. It's just something I feel like I have to do. But I don't like. I like to be low key, bro. Honestly, like I don't really like to have to post like
Consistently.
Yeah. But I noticed like it's needed.
Right.
Like the marketing game is needed. The branding is needed. It's just I wouldn't necessarily like I like to do it or like I'm used to doing it. I'm getting used to doing it.
Once you got with iRock though, you started to actually see the benefit though, right?
Right. Yeah. We just sat and we just really thought out a plan basically, and we executed.
Like down to like what, even the timing that you post.
We just try to aim for like you basically just say a couple posts a day, like whether it's story, just be seen, just be in the eye, basically. Not like a certain time, because that would be OD. I don't know if I'll be able to stick to that shit.
Well, no, I mean there's those little websites you can also do to kind of.
Oh yeah, I was honestly thinking about getting somebody to post to my shit for me,
like a social media manager.
Yeah, but I don't want to give nobody my account. Like not at this moment, just because I feel like if something were to happen, like it would be so like unmotivating to try to like
rebuild.
Yeah. So
when did you see your like biggest boom in social media? Is it after you released this album?
Nah, so like 2017 I started doing freestyles just to like other people's beats, and like I have them all archived on my shit. But I was doing freestyles and they were all just hitting the explore page. Like,
okay.
Yeah, so I was getting like just a bunch of people coming in, like so like even fucking I would get likes from celebrities, reposts from celebrities, like shit like that. So that's when I started seeing like the biggest boom. But then I stopped doing the freestyles because I started working on the album, and I didn't want to just be known for just I don't know, because I felt like
thing.
Yeah, I felt like everybody was doing that.
Yeah,
especially like when I kind of stopped doing it, it kind of just started feeling oversaturated. So I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna stop doing those.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Since you got with Icon and your uncle and the whole production team.
iRock.
My bad.
You're good.
Is Icon the radio?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Icon Radio.
So since you started working with them, what's something you've learned from them or just through your experience as you're going as an artist?
Well, I've Brahma, my uncle, he's the first person I ever like. He's the first person that he taught me everything basically, like on the recording side, how to structure a song. He basically, he basically molded me basically into just being like just learning how to be an artist. And I thank him for that because he was an artist himself, but he kind of took the backseat and just started like pushing me. So yeah,
that's dope.
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
Just what you answered it. I was just asking something you learned along the experience since you got a full production team, since you got a team behind you.
Probably just the work ethic. Honestly,
would you credit him for your pen game?
My uncle?
Yeah.
No. I credit myself for my pen game, but for as far as like learning how to write a song, like okay, the hook, your bridge. Even now, I still do it my own way. But like back in the day, I would just write, and it would just be just a whole rap.
How do you feel about this generation as of right now, the freedom? Because back in the day, three verses. You had all the bridge, you had everything set almost like systematically every time for every artist, and now there's 2-minute songs, a minute and 55 seconds.
I like it because, like I was saying earlier, like people's attention spans are short as fuck. So sometimes somebody's not gonna sit and listen through. Even if the song is fire, you're probably not gonna sit and listen through if it's 4 minutes. You know what I mean?
Right.
You might just want to hear a certain part. So you know what I mean. So even I got songs that are like 1:30, 1:12, 2 minutes. You know what I mean? Just little. It's still a song. It's just like a little vibe. You know, that's how I look at it. So
Something you can have them play on repeat too.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's like just some little catchy I hear, I'm just like, okay, let me just lay this down, add like a little verse to it. You know, that's the song.
Right.
Do you have any merch?
Yeah, I actually just dropped something on my website. I should have wore something today, but it's just like my logo, like on a tee, and then I have a I call it the super logo. It looks like the Superman, but it's
Miles
actually
Prime, the MP?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I saw that.
That's probably my favorite one.
That's dope. What was the build up to dropping the merch? Was there a certain or how did you go through that as an artist? Like, when did you decide as your or maybe it was your team and you when you decide like, yo, we're ready, we're at this level?
We really just wanted to. I don't know. Since I felt like we were coming hard with the Instagram, like it was only, and we had the logo, and it was only right to have a website, like and do it full.
Right.
You know what I mean? Somewhere where like everything's all me, like because I even have a mailing list on there because like on social media I don't have like my supporters info. Like you fuck with me, I don't. That's the Instagram shit. You know what I mean? You might fuck with me on Instagram, but that's them.
It's that
you
data grab.
Right. It's not me.
Yeah.
So you go to my website, like you leave me your email, like you're getting exclusive content, you're getting discounts off the merch, you're getting. You see my website, you go to all my videos are there, so you ain't got to go to no YouTube. You know what I mean?
What's the website?
It's me, David.
It's me, David.com.
It's me, David.com.
There you go.
Yeah. So it's just all me. So it's a place for us. I'll probably start like a little Twitter blog on there sometime soon,
Yeah.
just where like I won't have to go through those apps. You know what I mean?
Have you seen the success or did you guys see the success you wanted in that merch shop? Is this your first one? You said?
Yeah, this is my first. I haven't really pushed it like that.
Pushed
I
it,
just
yeah.
like threw a little, hit them with a little sprinkle
To the
Just-
mailing list?
Yeah, just like a
gotcha.
little sprinkle, like yo, it's there. But once we start getting more into the marketing and shit, I'm gonna really start,
Right.
finding ways to push
Start
it.
taking it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
So right now you're pushing Stay Low Key. That's the song we got going on right now. Video just dropped. Go check that out, guys.
Yes, sir.
On YouTube, right?
Yes, sir.
Word.
Last video.
So what was the inspiration behind Stay Low Key?
I just heard the beat and I just thought West Coast, like real West Coast. I told Rock he should do the hook because I felt like that would.
Oh, that's him on the hook?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, word.
That kind of like Nate Dogg
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
I was like, yeah, you should do that. Basically just West Coast though, bro. Just real, that West Coast swag. That's all I felt in it.
You have you did a really good job of really hitting different types of sounds, different kinds of flows. You have old school songs. You have
Right.
songs where it sounds like you about to bang on a track. So got songs where you're talking about us as a people. You got songs where like Late Night.
Right.
Late Night was my personal favorite. That's a nice slower jam song to it. Where you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Hitting us
sir.
with different vibes.
Yes, sir.
Was that really something that you guys sat back, I Rock, the whole team, and was like, look, I know I'm gifted. I know, I was looking at your it looks like you have, I don't know, 40 songs total put out around.
Yeah.
So
Not that many at all.
what was it?
No, yeah, it's around 40.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Like I was showing up. So you have around 40 songs put out. You and your team sit back and you guys are like, he's very versatile. He has some slower R&B songs. He has some kind of poppy songs.
Right.
He has some songs that the hood's gonna bang to. He has some songs that the ladies are gonna rock to. And how were you guys able to strategically put it together where from song one to song, because even with all the songs having a different vibe to it, fam, I'm at the gym, I heard the shit from one to top to bottom. Easy playthrough, easy run through the
Thank
whole
you.
thing. So how did you guys sit back strategically plan like, all right, at the end of this song, we gotta hit it right here so that it flows into the next one, even though the other one's a different kind of bop. Like, what was the process behind that?
Honestly, bro.
Or was it just happened to?
He would play a beat and we would just I'll write to it. We would lay it. I would let him worry about the instrumentation. All I did was the lyrics. I write the song. I let him sit. Maybe we did like 5 songs in a week. I'd leave for maybe like 2 weeks, come back, and he would just have built. He would have added singers, added, samples. So he did all the instrumentation of it. Like this is the first time I actually been like somebody actually sit and produced like around me.
Yeah.
So I credit all that to him, honestly. That's why they all sound sonically like that.
Yeah.
Because he produced, like he said, he produced around my sound. So he made all the versatility just sound like, just organic, just natural
And he did
sound.
the videos.
Yeah. Yes, sir. We actually, him, RD3 Media, Sal Vision Film, these are all people a part of his production crew. So
you guys all together.
right, basically we just all one team.
All right. So we got the project out. We got some songs coming out. You have more videos coming out as well?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what's the rollout for the rest of the year looking like?
Honestly, we're gonna. I'm not gonna say too much, but we're looking at trying to get some deals for the album. As far as the rollout for the rest of the year, my plan is to do a couple projects with different Arizona artists out here, like little EPs. I don't know if you know Markel Delwan.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's my boy. We got some songs in the cut.
His videos are fire.
Yeah, we basically already got a whole project. Okay. We're just waiting on the timing. Me and Emmett, me and him, we got some songs in the cut. We're gonna release a project, and those are 2 guaranteed. So those.
All right, well, we're cool. We jumping ahead. Let's get into the segment.
Oh, sure,
You're
okay.
already getting into it. So we have a segment called "Who You Fucking With." Mm-hmm. Basically, just give me your top 5 people that you're out here doing, not just business with. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That you actually fuck with their music.
Okay.
So not only do they ones that are helping you out,
mm-hmm.
but ones that you from afar are looking at and being like, either I want to work with him or one of these EPs you're talking about,
mm-hmm.
or you already have like an Emmett or.
Well, right out the bat, 3 for sure. My brothers, Markel, Emmett, Deli. Them is my niggas. I got tracks with all of them. Hopefully, like I said, I could drop those EPs this year with videos to every song, just like this project.
That sounds dope.
Yeah. So them 3 right off the bat. I fuck with Merkham's. Yeah, just rapping wise, I definitely feel like he's there. He's there, and he just got. I seen he just got verified, so that kind of I know that inspired. It definitely inspired me, so I know it inspired a lot of other people. And honestly, besides that, that's the thing. I'm not really too connected with too many artists, so the last one I say is open, honestly. But I like every time I hear Arizona artists, I always like what I hear. And musically, I think if we're talking state-wise, I feel like talent-wise, we could be up there with any state musically.
Definitely.
Dope. Have you done a song with Delapreme?
No, I haven't. I actually, I've heard of him. I heard his shit. He's nice. Me and him just haven't, like, we never just connected yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's all love. Yeah, I seen him. He's super dope.
Hell yeah, word.
So with that being said, thank you for coming on.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys for having me, bro.
If you want to look at the camera, let the people know where they can find you, what you got going on.
Yo, I want everybody to go listen to my album, Miles Ahead. It's on all streaming platforms. Go to my YouTube, Miles Prime. You can watch all the videos. My website is Me David. You can cop some merch. If you leave me your email, I will send you discounts to the merch. I will send you behind the scenes exclusive content of the videos, and even some of the music videos early. So
nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
A whole little package.
Hell yeah. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you,
bro.
man.
Thank you for having me.
Trying to get it in. Build residual, make improvement on the dividends. 7 figures, get the picture in the wide lens.